I mean, you can look out the window and there's every country singer has got a bar with their name on it.
Yeah.
But this is obviously really different.
Yeah, I think it's just so personal. There's living past legends, Alan Jackson, Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, all of these, and then modern, current artists all over.
Aldean, Dirks, they're all...
Yeah, they all have them. And it's happened over the last kind of 5 to 10 years. And Eric had thought about doing it and been approached. And one day he had taken a meeting with the group down here and spent some time. And then we were going fishing and he came to me and was like, I think we should do something downtown. I was like, oh, it's a huge obligation, opportunity to do something like that with your friend in your town and, to tell his story in an authentic way. But he's like, we'll do it our way, which is completely different than anybody else.
But right? He's always done things his way.
And this wouldn't be any different, brick by brick, song by song, lyric by lyric, fan by fan, the hard way, because this was not easy. Nothing about this was easy.
Well, I am standing right now. Let's see. Here's Tulsa. You've got concert. How many? You've got thousands of concerts.
There are 3,500 tour posters up in here.
On the ceiling.
Every surface is covered.
With tour posters?
With tour posters on this floor. It was the idea that Eric's, built his career city by city, fan by fan, playing for tips on a stool. It's kind of the Nashville dream.
So these posters kind of represent sort of the struggle.
Absolutely. A big part of this was the struggle. And a big part was looking backwards to go forward. He was working at QVC selling knives and playing for tips on a stool at Fiddle and Steel to come back. And he tried to play on Broadway and got told no. They come back here 20 years later with a career arc that any musician would be proud of and celebrate that and then use it as a venue to inspire the next Eric Church. It's kind of what the goal was the whole time, was that, if he can do it, anybody else can. And this building, this whole thing, it has a special feeling. You kind of come in and it hits you right away and you're like, you just know that people really cared.
The history and what you've done.
Yeah.
He said there's a lot of Easter eggs. Can you show us something? Is there anything in here?
You can pick anything, but do you see where it says Ride the Lightning on the elevator? Yeah. So Eric's first song that he got a record deal on, he was about to leave Nashville. He'd played a bunch of hits. Nobody wanted him. Told him to go back to North Carolina. He's like, I'm going to stay here for one more day. He heard the Devil song by Chris Christopherson, which was, his show.
The name of the residency.
He's about to leave. He's like, all right, one more day. He goes and he plays Lightning.
Which is not a song that you necessarily thought Nashville would have wanted.
For sure. And the guy goes, this guy's different. And he got a record deal. And so that's the Lightning. There's so many details layered in here. And that's a cool thing. People can come back. And it's like a record. You can listen, go through the whole thing, or you can go floor by floor. Because each one has a different story and a different journey to tell.